about a cruise, champion? We are going to pack our bags and go cruising away and giving you the opportunity to earn a trip, a girls' trip. And it's going to be a fun trip challenge. Now, this is going to be recognition for you to have the opportunity to earn it through July 1st through December 31st. And you have the adventure to earn and go together. And so it'll be an awesome opportunity. And what's really, 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 really cool about this opportunity is it is achievable. You do not have to have a title, you don't have to be a director, you don't have to. Step up if you don't want to. Of course, if you run this program and you really get involved and get it going, you probably are going to step up, but that's not a prerequisite. The only thing you have to cruise with us that day is you have to be a champion. You have to be an active consultant. All right. And so that's a no brainer, right? All right. So 6 months to earn it, July 1st through the 31st, and paradise. Ooh, Champion, all aboard. Get your boarding pass from Champion. And Jim and I are so excited to take our Champion team and those who work and earn this opportunity on an all fun trip. Now, it'll be so amazing. And there's 3 levels. Now, I'm going to give it over to Ellen for her to take it away and tell us, break it down, Ellen.
All right. Awesome. I'm so excited about this, guys, and I'm excited to talk to you about it because there's a lot of growth that can happen when you're working towards something like this, right? So Pam has it broken down into 3 different levels that you can earn, and it's based on like the type of room that you get, right? If you've ever been on a cruise, who's been on a cruise? Put it in the chat for us. All right. So if you've been on a cruise, say me, me, me.
Me,
All
me,
right.
me.
So if you've been on a cruise, I mean, the room makes a difference. I mean, I know we don't spend a lot of time in the room, but it does make a difference whether you have a room with a view or an interior room or a balcony room, all of that. So those are the options. All right. So those are the options for that. So I wanted to, let me just kind of pull that up. Pam, did you have a slide that kind of has the breakdown or no? Okay.
It's good. Good.
So the way that it goes, it's sales and recruiting to earn it. But the best part is your title doesn't really matter. So somebody could be brand new, somebody that's a new consultant on our team right now. You could be a consultant on our team. You could be inactive right now and still earn this. And you don't have to step up to director in order to earn it, anything like that. I don't see how you wouldn't step up to manager at least, but whatever, right? So to earn an interior room, it's $9,000 in personal sales. All right. And I'm going to break this down. Okay. Because, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? So I'm going to break this down for you, but this is the first level and this is an interior room. And so that is $9,000 in personal sales for 6 months, guys. Remember, this is July through December. All right. And then $12,000 in total new recruit sales. All right. And so that is every recruit that you bring in between now and December, every single recruit, that's their combined sales to equal that 12,000. Right. So you might have a rock star that you bring in that gets half of that. Right. You just have no idea or more. Right. And so you have no idea, but as a minimum of 6 recruits. And then the next level is, you want to hit the button, Bob? Hit the button. All right. So an ocean view room, right? So this is 12,000 in personal sales and then 18,000 in total recruit sales. Again, with that minimum of 6 new personal recruits. And then the next one is for a balcony room, which are pretty amazing. So you have 2 options here, right? So you can have an option that's personal sales heavy. So for all of our personal sellers that like crush that every single month, you might go for option B, right? And so, but option A is 15,000 in personal sales, 30,000 in new recruit sales. And then option B is 30,000 in personal sales and 20,000 in new recruit sales. But wait, there's more. Do you have another one? I'm hoping it gets even better. Okay. So directors, if you have, and so this counts, right? I mean, I'm going to make it count. So I'm saying it out loud and it's recording right now. So if you step up to director, right, Pam? Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
she says she's nodding. I'm getting the okay.
Yes.
All right. So current directors, but also in this time period, if you step up to director and you have somebody that earns the cruise, underneath you, like within your team, you can subtract 5,000 of it's new consultant sales, correct, Pam?
Yes.
Off of the total that you need to earn, right? So isn't that cool? So that's a nice little, like, one of those little caveats in there. So different ways to kind of work the system. All right. So what's included is the cruise, your tickets on the cruise, which of course is like meals included in your cruise accommodations. What you're responsible for is getting to the boat. Okay. So wherever you are in the United States, getting to that boat, right? So whatever that is, driving, planes, trains, automobiles, doesn't matter. You just got to get there. You can walk. Maybe you're close enough. I don't know. Gratuities, if you want to do excursions, spending money, things like that, right? So pretty awesome, right? I love it. All right. So is that all we have for slides, Pam? Because we have one more. Frequently asked questions. Okay. Can you join late and still earn the trip? Absolutely. And so, I mean, like I said, you might recruit somebody in the next month or 2 or even 3 months, and they could come in and totally earn this cruise if they wanted to, right? And can you bring children? No, this is adults only, right? And so this is kind of a girls trip, right? So no children, adults only. Anything else?
And if you live close and you want to meet up there, no. Okay. This is for people that earn the trip. So once you earn the trip, you can buy in a significant other, somebody you love dearly or something like that. You have to run that by Gemini, but there is going to be a buy-in option for somebody to travel with if you don't want to travel with just us. I can't imagine why not, but if you would want to do that. For instance, Pam could take Tammy if she wanted to and buy in Tammy if she wanted to. And so we are going to have that be first come, first serve type thing. So you want to earn that trip right away because it'll be accommodations required. For instance, where there's 2 people in every room, so we need to have those met. Okay, and then the other tip. Go ahead, Ellen.
Don't wait to recruit. Well, I actually have a couple more tips. Can I launch
Yes,
into what I
yes,
had planned?
launch
Okay.
them in. Yeah.
All right. So, here's the thing. You will not, this trip is not won in or earned, right? This trip is not earned in December, right? This is not, so this is earned by decisions you make now, right? The decisions you make now. So you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great, right? One of my favorite all-time quotes of Zig Ziglar. Well, a lot of people have quoted it, but Zig Ziglar is one of them. All right. So 6 months is a long time. You don't have to be perfect, right? You don't need 6 huge months. You simply need to stay in the game. All right. So I want you to remember that. You just have to stay in the game. All right. So let's break it down. So we were talking about, let's start with the interior room. $6,000 in personal sales over 6 months. That's $1,500 a month. All right. That's the first level of getting a personal sales volume bonus. And then that's about $375 a week. That's like an average party. That's $55 a day. You see where I'm going? Break it down, right? Break that down, right? So it feels a lot more possible when you start breaking those numbers down like that. That is one of the things that Pam always does such a wonderful job of taking that down. If you're ever overwhelmed by your goals or overwhelmed by an income or something that you're trying to reach, that is the woman to talk to. Let me tell you, she like inch by inch, it's a cinch, yard by yard, it's all hard. I can't tell you how many times I've heard her say that from the stage to me in my ear, texting, doesn't matter, right? It's ingrained in me. All right. So an ocean view, $12,000 over 6 months. That's $2,000 a month, $500 per week, $70 a day. All right. You see where I'm going? All right. So the balcony, option A, $15,000 over 6 months. Is that right? Or was it 30? It was 15. Was it 20? I feel like that number's not right. I don't know. But you see where I'm going? Break it down. It adds up. It's one good party, a few customer orders, a fundraiser, a live. It adds up. All right. So the secret weapon is recruiting early. That is your secret weapon, is to recruit early, is to recruit right now and make that effort right now, right? Because it isn't, this is because we need people, right? It's because time is your greatest asset. So someone who joins in July can help you for 6 months to hit that new recruit sales goal, right? Versus somebody who joins in November only has 2 months to help you. Now, listen, somebody can sell a lot of Tupperwares in 2 months, okay, in 1 month, in 2 weeks, right? We all have seen it happen, right? But don't count on that, right? So you want to start right now. So every month you wait, you're giving away your earning potential. And so the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time, it's today, right? It's today. So remember, this challenge, it's cumulative, right? And so that means a great July counts, a slower August, it still counts. A huge October, it counts. Every single sale, it matters. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. So don't just focus on the cruise. Focus on becoming the person who earns the cruise, right? So focus on becoming the person who earns the cruise and become that person. What does that person do every day? That person, they talk to customers consistently. They're always looking for that next sale, that next new customer, that next new contact. They're following up, right? They're sharing the opportunity. They're hosting parties. They're going live. They're posting. They're keep showing up, right? Those habits don't disappear after December. So ask yourself, what if you actually went for it instead of what if I fail? So the next time that little voice in your head's like, I can't do this, I want you to immediately ask yourself, what if I actually went for it? All right. We all have that voice. It happens. It happens to me a lot of times in the middle of the night when I can't sleep, when nobody else is there to assist me in pulling my brain out of the muck. But if I have something to quickly pivot to and be like, stop, what if I actually went for it? Like, seriously, what if you do? All right. And so, because what if the worst happens, right? You don't own the cruise, but you gain new customers, you build a larger team, you increase your monthly income, your confidence grows, you become stronger, and you build momentum for 2027. That's not a failure. That's growth. That's growth. And I have to tell you a little story. So, it's no secret, I was with other direct sales companies before I came to Tupperware 18 years ago. Okay. So one of the companies I was with, I was trying to earn a trip. And I was so close. I mean, like, I was so stinking close. I mean, like, thousands of dollars away, and I missed it. Okay. And I was going really hard for this. And the next day, my leader calls me and she's like, "Oh, Ellen," she was so dramatic. She's like, "Oh, Ellen, it's with a heavy heart that I'm so sad that you didn't earn the trip." And I said, "What?" And she's like, I just dreaded making this phone call to you today. I know how hard you're working for it." And I was like, "But look what I did. My date book's totally full. I have parties from here all the way into the next year." And I was like, "I'm crushing it." Like, I was pumped. I had to pull her up out of it. And I was just like, I was so excited. Yeah, I did. I wanted the trip, and that was a bummer, but I couldn't believe what happened to my business when I was going for that trip. Like, that was not a loss. Like, that was a huge win for me, and it gave me so much momentum going into that new year, and it was amazing. And I proved to myself that I could do it. I could do those things, right? I could be consistent. I could get that momentum going, right? And that's what this has the gift to give you beyond a trip. All right. So what if the best happens? You board a cruise. Well, yeah, you board a cruise with people who decide to bet on themselves, right? What a great company, right? Not because they were lucky, but because they stayed consistent. Because success isn't owned, it's leased, and the rent is due every day. Every day. Think about that. Every day you're turning a new page. Every day you're starting over. And that's such a wonderful gift, because every day you have an opportunity to take it one step further or leave yesterday behind, because sometimes that's what we need to do, because yesterday sucked. Because we all have those days where we're just like, I hated yesterday. I want that done, right? I'm like, I need to move on to the next day. All right. So imagine this is December. Everyone's celebrating. Will you wish, I wish I would have tried? Or will you think, I'm so glad I decided to go for it, even if you fall short, like me, right? Like me that time when I fell short. I still was so pumped that I went for it, because if I hadn't gone for it, I wouldn't have learned all those amazing lessons about myself. So one decision can change 6 months. You don't have to earn the whole trip today. So take a deep breath. All right. Today's job is simple. Get one more dating, get one more order, right? Reach out to one more potential recruit, go live, right? Hey, right now, reach out to recruits you want to cruise with, because they could totally earn this too, guys. Right? Seriously. So reach out to your bestie, reach out to the person that you love, like one of the cool moms that you love so much, or your coworker, whatever, right? Your cousin, doesn't matter, right? Follow up with one more customer. Small actions repeated consistently creates extraordinary results, right? And so my challenge to you is to don't decide today whether or not you'll earn the cruise. Decide, I'm going to become someone who gives themselves the chance, right? You're going to be somebody who gives yourself that chance, because people rarely regret trying, right? We rarely regret trying. You know what we regret? Not getting in the game, not giving it a shot, not getting up, not doing the thing, right? They almost always regret waiting. They almost always regret waiting. So a year from now, you'll wish you had started today. So I hope that that helps, guys. And if you need like more motivation, or just to kind of break those numbers down even further, reach out to your upline, and or Pam. Man, I'm telling you, she is like the absolute master when it comes to like taking things down to bite-sized pieces. So awesome. All right, back to you,
Right.
Pam.
All right, thank you so much. And how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You can do it. You can do it. And I did it. I did over and over and over again. Jim and I have been to 32 countries because we worked hard and we worked to earn trips and awards and challenges, and pushing ourselves and one more and doing things we didn't feel like doing, doing things we didn't want to do it anyways. And so I want you to go in this with no hesitation. I want you to go with the no delays. And I know, no, 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 I'll start tomorrow. I need you to start tonight. I need you to make your list tonight of everybody you're going to contact and who's the best friend you love, love, love to travel with. Hey, call her and say, hey, I can earn this cruise. I can buy you in. Let's do this. Or better yet, say, hey, join my team. We could do this together. All right. And she can earn it too. And you guys can room together. How fun is that? Both of you have paid for a cruise. That would be so fun. So I just let me put this back up there and share. Oops, wrong one. Share. Okay. And share. Here we go. Are you seeing that? Yes. Okay. The big tip, start now. Do not wait. You have to start right now, recruiting early because they're going to count for the entire 6 months. So if you bring somebody in right now, she's got 6 months of sales that, maybe she doesn't get started real quick, but then November, December, October, record breaker, she kills it. All right. So yes, start now. Also, we want to tell you that July, for instance, a July recruit has 6 months. An August recruit has 5 months of sales, a September, 4 months, and so on and so on. All right. And so you can get that balcony room, set yourself a goal, decide what you want, go for it. Don't wait. Who's going with me? Put it in the chat if you want to go. Put it in the chat. Say, me, me, me. I want to hear. I'm doing this. I am going to make this happen. Put it in the chat. I'm looking. I'm looking. Oh my goodness, I'm going to copy all of this. All right. And so know that your recruits are going to be there for you through this whole time. Bring them in quickly, bring them in now. And this is your time. Set your goal, take the action now, believe in yourself, help others win, because when you help them win, you win too. And I have to tell you, oftentimes, Tupperware will release trips or awards, but in order for me to go, I have to have people on my team go, and I have to have them earn it too. And I wanted to give a bonus for you if you did that, but I didn't want to make it mandatory. And that's why you get a $5,000 credit towards the new consultant sales. All right. And so we cruise together, we celebrate together, we win together, champion team. See you at the ship. Right? All right. And so our adventure awaits December 1st through 31st, 6 months to get it. And I can't wait to keep track and just constantly inspire you and tell you, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. You're getting closer, closer, closer because it's paradise. It's going to be fun and it's going to be us. Okay. All right, let me see who's in here. Going to try. Try means can't means won't. So you can't say I'm going to try. You say I'm doing it. I am doing this. I am doing this. You get your butt out of the bed. The only person you have to kick is you. You kick you. Kick your out of self out of the bed and get it going. All right, going to try. Okay, me. Nadine. Oh, I cannot wait to go on a cruise with you. That'll be so much fun.